my god. There's a lady next that straight up looks like she is sleeping in her car. It's hilarious. Hello and good morning, everyone. Happy birthday to my dad. Happy 63rd birthday. Today I am celebrating the life of my father and also the progress made in the last 3 years, and just being able to recognize that. Dexter is here in the Jeep with me. I thought you'd be able to see him, but I guess you can't. Ew, Dexter, you're just like slabbery. Oh my god. There he is. Can you see him? I don't really know what I'm on here for, and I'm also kind of like shy because there's so much traffic right now. It's not that like anybody's really looking at what I'm doing, but I guess if you look to your left and to your right, you can see your neighbor's dashboard. And oh, you know what? I have a protection. I have a privacy protection on my phone, so you can't even see me. All right, so that's how this vlog is gonna go. It's just me rambling. So yeah, today is the 3rd year anniversary of my dad passing, and my dad died on his birthday, which is so awful. But I've also been told that if you die on your birthday, it's actually a very honorary thing to happen. It's like you're a saint. I don't know, that's like a religious thing, but my good friend Abby told me that one time and made me feel really good. So just today I woke up just feeling just extra sad, and I like to think that my dad has some kind of higher power to help me through this day and through this week, because it's especially hard. And I'm gonna really try not to cry. I'm already crying, but you know, like the first anniversary of my dad's death, I was actually in Disneyland. I was in the happiest place on earth, and it wasn't planned. I didn't think about it. I just happened to be there, and I always like to think that was my dad's like special little sprinkle of love he sent my way. And today and this week, my best friend, basically who I see as my brother, Andy, is here, and I think maybe that was on purpose, just to make sure that people who love me are, I'm surrounded by people who love me, and that's what I like to believe. And if that's true, thanks Dad. And as you can imagine, it's just really hard to lose anyone, but also to lose your father, to lose the person that was and is number one in your life, and who always rooted you on, and who was always proud of you. And today I'm gonna especially look at this message all day while I'm at work, and just know that my dad is proud of me, and to continue living a life that would make my dad proud. And that's something that's stuck with me since going to therapy after my dad passed 3 years ago, that my therapist told me. She said, I want you to continue living a life that would make your dad proud. And that really stuck with me. And it's been a rough, it's not been a rough 3 years. It was like a rough first year for sure. But I did, what the hell? People are just crazy today. God, my mind is just literally just all over the place, as you can tell. I'm out here in California now, and I pushed through, I persevered, and just continued to push through like I guess I've always done. And I know just as hard as anything gets, I know that I've been through worse. I've gone through. Oh baby, you're so sweet right now. Dexter usually stays in the back, but he just like wants to stay up here with me this morning. I think he just senses that I'm sad, and he just wants to be next to me, and he's so sweet. But yeah, you know, I've definitely experienced trauma in my life, and I would say losing my father is number one on my list. And that I didn't know how much I needed my dad in my life until he was gone. And I dealt with a lot of guilt when my father died as well. And I dealt with a lot of just sense of losing everything that made you feel worthy of living. It's not that I lived my life for my dad, but I always had someone to reach out to who would encourage me to keep going, and who was always proud of me. And that's what I've always needed in my life. And my dad wasn't part of my life growing up, because he was in jail for like 14 years, something like that. And so he just wasn't part of my life. But when he made a huge impact. And it was, my dad came into my life when after high school. So I was 17. I was already grown and kind of on my way to making a living or living this life or whatever at the time. But my dad was the one who was always proud of me for anything and everything I've done. And I didn't realize how much I needed that. And when I lost the sole person, I believe the sole person in my life that was proud of me, the only person that was proud of me, you can imagine the emotional toll that it took on me. So I've been through a lot. I made it through. It's 3 years past. And I'm proud to say that I'm still living a life that my dad would be proud of. I'm human. I make mistakes. I don't do everything right, but I know I have a good soul, and I'm continuing to just live a life full of love, and share my experiences with people online like you, like my friends online. Hello, thank you for listening, thank you for being here, and thank you for making me feel like I'm not alone. So thank you for that. Happy birthday, Dad.